So, Dr. Stupfler, you're one of the 10 scientists selected from the AXA Research Fund's COVID-19 call for projects. Your research is about tail risk management and mitigation. What are the main goals you wish to achieve with this research, and what results are you expecting?
My project will develop adaptive techniques for modeling the impact of risks related to highly disruptive events, such as the COVID-19 pandemic, in the absence of relevant data on such rare events. So these are the goals. The ways I want to achieve this is by two work. The first trend will involve modeling the large economic and financial consequences of the global spread of COVID-19, given auxiliary geographical, sanitary, and climate information. And I plan to do this in what is called in statistics a non-stationary regression framework. And this will be done using various risk metrics, including expectile and extremile-based risk measures. These provide sensible alternatives to the more traditional quantile-based risk measures that would be used in financial and actual practice, such as the value at risk and the expected shortfall. So that's the first way I plan to tackle the goal. And the second way will focus on the case when the data are functions, for example, of time, to construct estimators that will allow one to analyze and possibly predict the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. And these estimators, they will be called non-parametric estimators, a statistical term, in the sense that they progressively learn the structure of the data with minimal input from the user. And what I expect from the project is that this will provide a diverse toolbox for the assessment and mitigation of extreme risk due to rare events, such as the COVID-19 pandemic or a disruptive climate event. The methods will be implemented on simulating and real data from a variety of fields, climatology, epidemiology, of course, insurance and finance. And what I hope is that they will provide new insights on the amount of risk contained in rare events with a geographical or temporal spread.
And to you, why is this research important?
I think it's important because there is a relative scarcity of techniques that can handle the extreme value analysis of complex data, in the sense that there's not many methods being able to control for dozens or hundreds of features, or when the data is a function of time, for example, in the specific extreme value context. And yet such data is routinely collected in the big data era we're living in. And so I think it's very important to develop techniques that will allow one to harness the wealth of information presenting complex data for the analysis of extremes. And this will allow precise evidence-based assessments of risk, which financial and actual institutions need in their everyday practice. So obviously that's very important for them. And it's one particular focus of this project to provide solutions to this important problem.
So who then, in your opinion, will your research impact the most?
So I envision two kinds of impacts. The first one on the academic and statistical community, because the project will provide methods for the analysis of extreme risk with complex data, and therefore will be of relevance both to statisticians and risk managers. The math that will be developed during the project shall draw from regression methods, time series, functional data analysis. And I expect that extreme value specialists will be interested in taking all these kinds of results from all these kinds of fields to expand extreme value analysis further. And the second kind of impact I expect is on risk management practice, because a large part of the project is about using different risk measures than the traditional value at risk and expected shortfall to try to take information from the data and give some more insight and some more information about the rare events we're looking at that the value at risk and expected shortfall can't really unearth.
Great. Dr. Stupfler, thank you very much. Looking forward to finding out more about your research and seeing the results.
Thanks a lot.